Today we're going to talk about one of Clemson's RPO protections that runs. It's what a lot of teams call zone base. We really call it our ISO, and we do that at 10 personnel, and we'll kind of talk about it real quick. What they have is basically ISO where they're leaving that guy unblocked, or you could call it zone base where they're running inside zone that direction. And what they do is they'd base right there on the B-gap player, probably double to backside, and then base right there front side. If you're going zone base, if you're going ISO, that'd be backside. So right here you can see you anytime you run an RPO, you want to try to block all down linemen and anybody that's tight enough to the box to hit the quarterback or make the throw tough, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. So right here what we do is we do all this to get where we read the ISO guy, whether it's with a screen out here, key screen, with numbers, or a route right here. They actually run a fade out with this guy, but you can see as we play it what takes place. The outside backer widens, and when that outside backer widens, that really gets you to a 5-man box, which is exactly what you're trying to get to whenever you're running the football. So right here, 10 personnel is really 20 with that fullback out or wide receiver, and right there you got a fade out on the outside. Quarterback's reading this guy. Pretty easy read right here whenever we play it. He widens out, good give, 5-man box to run it against. And if you can't run against a 5-man box, it's going to be a pretty difficult night. But right here they're able to get 4 or 5 just off that easy zone base. The safety is the unblocked guy that runs in there, and he really gets a good hat to the football. They're rolling their safeties down to the field right there. But you can see, we'll talk about a little bit more and go through a few more of the RPOs that they have for this past year. Here's another RPO that Clemson ran against Wake Forest. This time they're not in trips close, they're just in normal trips against a good 5-man box. Again, if you're going zone base or ISO, whatever it is, I'd call ISO this direction, where that would be the guy with ISO on, so we're reading him. And right here you can play it and see what takes place. They're actually running some sticks, stick route right there in case this guy folds into the box. Now you can throw it right there for about 4, tight turn, get upfield, hopefully get the team 6. But right there you can see getting a good read, and that guy widens out of the box, so he ends up giving it. That's the corner folding in there late over there with a corner fire, but still able to get 7 yards right there on a light box, even though the guy's folding in late. We've seen that a lot. Definitely flip that back and read that outside for some kind of route, whether it's a bang 8, whether it's a hitch out, whatever it is. But right there, good easy light box. Linebacker gets out, so we hand it. We got a lot of width right there, and pretty good game. Trips close look right here from Clemson. They're actually running a bubble screen right here. Based, he's going to base right there. Base, double the A-gap player to backside linebacker. Base, quarterback knows he's reading the guy that they normally ISO on. If you feel like you got space right now, pre-snap, you can throw it without having any kind of a mesh or a read. And right here, I believe that's what they end up doing. Thinks he's a little bit too tight to the box, so he flips it out there. And you can see it again. Watching the quarterback, he doesn't even get a mesh. He just knows that he's got space, throws it out there. Receivers do a pretty good job working outside shoulder. It's not just a devastating block, working outside shoulder, trying to protect the most dangerous guy to the ball. And then we're stretching it to the sideline. He ends up getting vertical because 34 keeps it outside contained. But right there, anytime we throw those screens, we always say, hey, we're trying to get a team 4 is what a lot of teams say. We actually say team 6. Anytime we throw the ball out there, we're trying to get 6 yards every single time. Right there, I think it's 3 or 4 yards on that first down, the easy throw and catch, making sure that they stay honest, trying to get this guy out of the box, so that then we're working right here against 6-man box because they're in trips closed. But right there, pretty easy RPO, pretty easy concept to grasp. This is a really clear look from Clemson when they're playing Syracuse right here, and you can see everybody's covered up. So you got guys directly over the top of the receivers, under 5 yards. Looking at them, we got too high to look. 1st and 10, so this is awesome down and distance. 5-man box with a lot of space right there. So right here, you could run those screens and stuff out there, but it's probably going to be a give. Good movement right there on the nose. But you can see that's really what you're looking for when you run these RPOs. Trying to get them to that too high look, and you're trying to get them where it's a 5-man box. So then you can hand that thing off and hopefully gash them. If you can't, it's going to be a long night. But right there, they got the look they're looking for and what the RPOs are built to do. Try to get everybody covered up and try to get back to 2 safes. Hopefully you can go vertical if they go 1. But right there, they're able to gash them on a big run because of a light box. because of the threat of RPOs. Not so much that they threw it, but that there was just a threat right there that they could throw it. Here's another look from 2x2 from Clemson. So again, base, double A gap, player backside, base, base. There's the guy we normally ISO, so reading him. Right here, I believe is again just pre-snap read. They thought Trevor Lawrence thought he wasn't wide enough, so he's going to try to make him wide now. So they're throwing a key screen out there quickly. So right there, you can see the guard and tackle to tap their butt, say hey, they're basing. I think it's a 5-man box. So right there, boom, he doesn't think he's wide enough. Flip it out there. Try to create width with the defense. Try to make him guard the entire field from pre-snap. And right there, trying to take advantage of it. Just get easy yards, easy completions, make that defense run, stay on good down distance, and then they widen out. Now we can hand the ball against a wide 5-man box. This is an interesting look from Clemson. They're in 2x2 with a tight end, and they're going inside zone. Of course, they have their fullback there, so doubling there to that linebacker, doubling there to that linebacker, basing, and he's going to cut out right there. What the quarterback's reading, he's reading this safety. You got your Z receiver out here. If the corner is low, they end up running a fade. Okay, if that corner is off, he ends up running a bang 8. And if this guy gets down into the box, now they're negative in the box, and they're going to throw that to that single, whether it's a fade or whether it's a bang 8. Right here, you can play it and see what this safety does. And he's sitting there, he's flat-footed, he's kind of widening a little bit. We're going to hand that thing off. And you can see against the good box right there, they're even in the box. So right here, they're able to hand it, and you can see as it comes into the screen late, that guy's running a fade. Must have had a press corner right there. Handoff. Now it's a 6-man box with 6 blockers, and that safety's a little flat-footed, and they're able to make a big play.